Peace and blessings, y'all, in this corner boxing 24. Good evening, good evening. How y'all doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself as always. God is great, God is good, and I can't complain. So yeah, we back on this evening with something else. And what I want to talk about this evening is the co-main event on the Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius heavyweight clash. And the co-main event is Caleb Plant, who's 22-1 with 12 KOs, and Anthony Dirrell, who's 34-2 with 26 KOs. This is a super middleweight fight, and should be interesting. So what I wanted to really touch on is what should we expect on Saturday? They both are coming off. Well, Caleb Plant is coming off of a loss, and Anthony Dirrell is coming off of a win. But what they both have in common is that they both were knocked out. Anthony Dirrell was stopped by David Benavidez in 2019, and Caleb Plant, of course, was stopped by Canelo Alvarez last year. So they both have that one knockout loss in common by two great fighters. All right. I give Anthony Dirrell though props for fighting David Benavidez and giving it his all. Caleb Plant, he got an opportunity with Canelo. And I believe that he fought him more than the fact that he could beat him or believe in that, which he had his moments in the fight. But I knew Canelo was going to weigh him down. But I know a lot of it had to do with the money. Okay, he was going to make a little chunk of money to fight Canelo Alvarez because Canelo Alvarez is a cash cow, just like Floyd was. People could say what they want, but a lot of people want to fight Canelo. Not because they believe they could beat him, but because they know they're going to get a good purse. At the end of the day, that's really what it is. And then you got the fighters like David Benavidez, who really believes he could beat him, and he possibly can, But Caleb Plant, he did a lot of talking, and that's the problem when you lose after you've done all that talking. He did a lot of talking, a lot of nonsense, and you got stopped. So it doesn't matter. I don't care if you was winning every round. You still got stopped at the end of the day, right? So that's what happened. And now you're in there with Anthony Dirrell, and Anthony Dirrell seems to have a personal issue with Caleb Plant, and I get it because Caleb Plant is one of them fighters, man. Like I said, he talks a lot, but at the end of the day, you not trying to fight David Benavidez. You not trying to fight Charlo. And you not trying to fight Andre. So, Anthony Dirrell will fight anybody. But he doesn't have the status that you have. If he had the status that you have, he would fight them dudes. But you got status and won't fight them. And so that's why maybe where some of the disrespect is probably coming from, because he has no respect for you. Because you really won't get in there with fighters. Now, you fighting him at the end of his career. He's 37 on the way out. You could have fought him a few years ago, but you didn't do that. It would have been, definitely a different result. I don't know what's going to happen on Saturday, but I feel like I think Caleb Plant will win, because I definitely think he can outbox Anthony Dirrell. I think Anthony Dirrell has more of an opportunity of stopping him or hurting him, but I think Caleb Plant will get the win. He will outbox him. He'll move, and he won't give Anthony Dirrell a chance to really hurt him. So that's what I think is going to happen in the fight. Again, Anthony Dirrell, they call him the dog. He's a dog. He come to fight. It's going to be a tough fight. It ain't going to be no easy fight. But Caleb Plant, he needs to, after this fight, win or lose, And like I said, I think he's going to win. If he wins this fight, he should just fight David Benavidez, man. Don't even talk no more. All right? It shouldn't be nothing else to say. David Benavidez or bust. That's it. If you're not fighting David Benavidez or Charlo, there's nothing else that could be said, man. Yeah, you fought the best. You fought Canelo, but that's over. That's over now. You lost. You're not getting no rematch with Canelo. Canelo is moving on. Okay, Canelo trying to avenge his loss to Bivol, hopefully, and he beat you, man. If that fight went 12 rounds and it was competitive like that, that's different. But he stopped you, so that's not really a fight that's due for a rematch. So forget about that. Fight David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, or fight Charlo. But fight David Benavidez. Because we know Charlo's back and forth too. He don't know what he want to do either. He's kind of like you. Y'all similar. So that's why that fight will probably never happen. But David Benavidez is very willing and able. You know what I mean? So fight him. All right? But don't overlook Anthony Dirrell. You know, I just hope Anthony Dirrell's motivation is not just solely on beating Caleb Plant. I hope he's just motivated to see what he has left, to see what he can do. That will help him in the fight. I think Caleb Plant is going to try to outbox him. I think he can outbox him. And I think he's going to move a lot in the ring and not let Anthony Dirrell get set, because I believe that Anthony Dirrell can hurt Caleb Plant. He can stop him. But I think Caleb Plant is going to move. He's going to stick and move in the fight. He's going to have his little moments in the middle of the ring where he might hit him with a combination, but 1, 2, 3, stuff like that, make him miss a little bit, but he's not going to stay stationary. He's going to try to move a lot because Anthony Dirrell is the dog. Like he said, that's what he calls himself, and he's going to really try to hurt him. All right, so, it's going to be a good fight. I think if it's a stoppage, it'll definitely be Anthony Dirrell stopping him, but I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen. I think Caleb Plant is going to fight a smart fight. He has a good trainer. He got Breadman Edwards, very disciplined guy, good trainer, and I think he's going to have him disciplined. But then on the flip side, Anthony Dirrell got Stewart, Emmanuel Stewart's nephew. I can't think of his name right now. Sugar. He got Emmanuel Stewart's nephew. I forget his name, but anyway, he has him. He's a great trainer as well, and he's very disciplined as well, and he's tactical. He's a tactical trainer, so he's gonna have Anthony Dirrell, focus, I believe. And again, if we get a good 12-round fight, that's really all you can ask for. Okay, so that's pretty much it, man. That's really all I got. And, we'll see what happens on Saturday. Okay? We'll see what happens at the weigh-in. And the weigh-in should really tell a lot, too. I like to watch the weigh-ins because the weigh-ins kind of give you an idea based on the energy, based on the physical stature. Sometimes you can kind of get an idea of what's going to happen, how it's going to go down. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes I can anyway. Okay? Then I could really just go ahead and say, make a prediction. A full prediction, like, yeah, this is how it's going to go down. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right? So that's it. That's all I really got for the evening. Peace and blessings in this Corner Boxing 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. Please be safe.